Hey, anyone out there? Hello, hello.
And we are officially underway here on this beautiful Wednesday evening from the Park District of Forest Park. This is the A bracket men's Major League final between 45's and Hexx. I'm Adam Cumby coming to you from O'Connor Field, Field 1 at 7501 Harrison in Forest Park, Illinois. That one hit over to short center for out number one. So Jack with the out over to Mark. Just getting our score sheets in. So Brian up right now. Izzy on the mound for 45's. Mike Manzella behind the plate. Evans hits that one just over the head of Izzy. Thought he was going to be able to get a hand up on it, but he could not. There's a 1-out single. Here comes Jordan. Strike from Izzy. That one hit over to short. Mercado with it, bobbles it, no throw. So lucky break there from Jordan. As a usually sure-handed Mercado bobbles that one. So 1 out, 2 on. Tom Hexx up. Hits that one into left field. Brian around second. He's going to score. So Hexx with the RBI single. Rich coming up to the plate right now. Illegal pitch. That one hit up the middle again, right to Chris. Chris gets it in. Close play at third, but doesn't come up with it cleanly. So Hexx over to third. Rich on first. Jordan in to score on another RBI single for Hexx. Here comes Al. Al takes a ball short there. Hits that one deep into left. Anthony back makes the catch for out number 2. So Hexx in to score. Pops running for Rich. Stays at first on the sac fly RBI from Al. So 2 outs, Rob up, runner on first. This one over to second. Danny with it, over to Mark, out number 3. So 3 runs across for Hexx to get this one started. 45's coming up, looking to answer. Here for 45's, they're going to have Anthony, Nate, Billy, followed by Mike, Chris, Mark. And for Hexx defensively, Jim on the mound. Morg, Ben, Steffel, Rob, Pops, Jordan, Brian, Rich. Then Hexx will be catching. So Anthony getting ready to get things started here for 45's. This one rolled over to second. Evans down to a knee, makes the play to first. So Anthony rolls over to second for out number one. Nate coming up to the plate. So a nice sliding catch in left field there for out number two. So a quick 2 outs. Here comes Billy. Jim with the pitch. There's a strike to Billy. 2 outs on the inning. This one hammered into center right at Ben. Ben with the catch for out number three. So a quick 1-2-3 after scoring 3. We head to the second. Hexx up 3. They're coming right up. Getting our lineups correct. If you notice the microphone cutting out there that last half inning, 45's just making sure they were all squared away. It's going to be Ben, Steph, Morick, and Pops coming up here for Hexx. See in the bottom right of your screen, this broadcast and all Field One broadcasts this season, including at the No Glove Nationals Tournament, brought to you by the fine folks at Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We want to thank them for their support all season long and helping us make these broadcasts possible. So the pitch to Ben, right back to Izzy. The lefty flips, fires out number one. Ever so nimble off the mound. A good play there. Had to get rid of it quickly. Body turned away from the base. Quick adjustment. A nice throw over. Here comes Steph. That one hit right to Danny, off his hand and through his leg. Steffel around first, thought about second. Danny gets it over to Jack, and he's going to freeze at first. So the left fielder, Morick, coming up right now. Runner on first, 1 out.
Is this upside down? Am I doing this upside down? Am I...
That one just missed. Manzella with a little nod. The pitch from Izzy. Morick hits it to the right side. Danny with it, throws to first. So Steffel's going to move to second, but another out on the board for 45's, and here comes Pops. Top of the lineup after Pops. Runner in scoring position. Ball inside. Pops hits that one up the middle, right at Chris. Chris with it, fires it home. Izzy cuts it off, but try to make the play at first, but nothing doing. Pops with the RBI single. Thought Chris fielded it right on the lip between the grass and the dirt. Thought he was going to let that one throw through, but a good cut by Izzy as that one didn't have a lot on it. Tried to backdoor Pops at first, but nothing doing. So another run here for Hexx as Jim gets things started at the top once again. Jim hits this one into right center. Chris over, called off by Billy. Billy with a nice catch there. Good communication from the 45's outfielders. Apologies for that interruption once again. Like I said in the first, 45's making sure the lineup was correct. That time making sure it was ultra correct. And mine eyes do see Mike Manzella stepping up to the plate, so I believe we're all squared away now. It's going to be Manzella, Chris, Mark, followed by Keith, Danny, and Jack. Bruce over on Facebook, let's go Pops, rewarding you with an RBI single. Unfortunately was off Mike for that one. But a good piece of hitting there, helping extend the lead for Hexx. Let me get this score bug fixed as well. We're sitting 4-0 right now. Manzella hits this one into left at Morick. Morick down, slides, makes the catch. Nice play there in left field, and here's Chris. So Jim with the pitch, the lefty takes a ball just a little deep. There's a strike. Nice pitch there from Jim. Another ball there to Chris. 2-2 count. Oscar throwing up the horns. Chris hits this one just over Jordan. That's going to be a single. So runner on first here, 1 out. Big Mark up to bat. Takes a strike there. Very nice pitch from Jim. Illegal pitch. Good placement, though. Just a little deep. 2-1 count here to Mark. Hits this one into right. That one's going to hug the line and stay fair by about a foot. Chris around third. Brian with it. Runs it in to his pitcher. So first and third now with one out. Here's Keith. Manzella's going to run at first for Mark. Good trade up there. The wheels on first. Keith hits this one high to the left side. It's going to stay in the yard if someone can get to it. Morick made a good attempt, but had to slide with the fence coming up. Hexx checks Mike. Or sorry, not Hexx. Jim checks Mike. This one hit back to Jim. Throws to second, over to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. So the runner at third erased for 45's on the double play. Grounder back to the pitcher, Jim. 1-10-3. Jim to Jordan to Rich. So we head to the top of the third. Hexx coming up. They're leading 4-0 right now, holding 45's at bay. If you've watched any of our games this season with 45's, including the tournament, you know 4 runs is very likely not enough. Very dangerous team, top to bottom, both teams. Hexx absolutely put the work in to get to this game in this tournament. So Brian Evans getting things started off for Hexx. It's Brian, Jordan, and Higgs. Takes the ball there. Hits this one up the middle. Plenty of space. And there's another single for Brian. We've usually got Team Bev over on Twitch during Hexx games. Even though they're not here, we know they're here in spirit. Very happy with that Brian Evans single. So Jordan up now, hits this one to the left side, but foul. That one all the way past the bleachers for field 3. So Anthony taking his time to get to it. Slowly but surely. See, we've got Ron Kubicki checking in from Arizona. Wouldn't be a 45's game without Ron checking in, making sure his guys are doing good. So far, not the outcome they would prefer, but plenty of ball game left. Hexx right now, runner on first. Jordan up to bat. Hits this one right at Nate. Nate able to secure it. So there's out number 1. Brian holds it first, and here comes Higgs. That one with a little curve to it, but just inside. Higgs hits this one up the middle to Chris. Brian around second. Chris is going to fire it into Nate. So good base running there. First and third, one out. Here comes Rich. Ball off the plate from Izzy. Rich hits that one off the gut of Izzy. Izzy to second. Jack over to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. And that erases the run of Brian Evans, who had a chance to score, had the double play and not happen. So out at second is Hexx. And then Rich out at first. Good job by Izzy. Braver man than I, taking that one off the midsection. Thinking about the throw to first, good whoever communicated with him on his infield that he had a lot of time, flipped it over to second, and then a good feed to get the out at first. So that double play ends the scoring threat. Hexx able to keep, or 45's able to keep Hexx to a 4-run lead, and they're coming up here to look to answer with a little bit of momentum on their side. That one just sounded thick off the stomach of Izzy. So it's going to be Danny, Jack, Jay, and Izzy coming up for 45's. Danny hits this one to the left side, ranging back ever so slightly as Rob for out number one, and then blindly fires it across to Brian. So P5 there. Here comes Jack. Nice turn on that double play to end the last half inning. Illegal pitch. Ball two. There's a strike to Jack. Hits this one back over the head of the pitcher. Jordan with it, throws to first. Nice quick play there from short center. That one just took one of those top spin bounces right over the head of Jim. Had a beat on it, but a good job by Jordan coming across. Fires a missile across to get Jack. So Jay stepping in right now. Antonio saying, let's go, Jordan. Very impressive play. Good range on that ground ball when it hopped over the middle. Good job by Jim, too, when he realized it was going to skip over. Didn't try to make a play on it, tip it out of the way. This one over the middle again. Pops cuts off Jordan. Jordan with the simultaneous throw right behind Pops, and that's out number three. So a quick 1-2-3 on the 6-3. That's going to do it. 4-3. We head to the fourth. Hexx coming up. They're leading 4-0. I see my guy Sonny over on the Twitch chat. Let's go Hexx. What's up, Sonny? How you doing? Glad to see you out here for our last broadcast of our summer men's major league here at the Park District of Forest Park. So there is strike one to Al, serving as the extra hitter here for Hexx in this one. Pitch from Izzy to Al, short. Al hits that one right back at Izzy once again. The lefty turns and fires. Busy day defensively for the 45's pitcher. So Rob up, grounded out to second in the first. Lefty, lefty. Manzella getting in on the fun, throwing it back lefty. Rob hits that one. Jack well positioned. Someone read the scouting report. There's out number two on the liner back to the short center fielder, playing to our right of second base, pretty much second base. So 2 quick outs, and here comes Ben. That one up the middle. Danny with it. Danny to first. Pulls Mark off, but he does hold the bag. Wasn't sure how that one was going to be called. But 4-3 for the third. After the top of the fourth, Hexx up 4. 45's looking to get on the board. So Izzy leading things off for 45's, and they're back to the top with Anthony, Nate, and Billy. Hexx has been playing a good, clean game defensively thus far. Pops and Jordan on the ground, very busy. There's a strike. Izzy lifts this one into center field. Ben over makes the catch. Thought that one might find some green, but a good job by Ben and Steph converging on that one for out number 1. So the leadoff man is out, and the true leadoff man for 45's, their number 1 hitter, the left fielder Anthony, steps up to the plate. Jim gets set back to the mound. Anthony takes a ball outside. Hits that one to the right side, just past Brian. That's a 1-out single from Anthony. Here comes Nate. That ball thrown around, though. Anthony never heard time. Anthony says, how can you call time with a live ball? Izzy says, that's a good question, but we have seen a few times, especially today, just because you're off the bag, the umpire has called time because it's kind of a stalemate. Guy froze a couple feet off the bag, someone with the ball, and they just kind of stare at each other. So the umpire trying to move things around. So the Sanchez's have said their piece on that one. We are ready to go back again. Nate with a runner on first, 1 out, flew out to left in the first. Hits this one back up the middle, off the hands of Jim. Pops with it, fires to first. That one pulls Rich off the bag. Anthony around third. He's going to score. So just so Anthony's still arguing as Oscar called time. He scored the ball pretty much right back to the pitcher's mound. As he's saying, till the ball's dead, you can't call time. Manzella trying to move him along. Even Izzy's guys trying to move him along. Wondering how much of that is that actual call and how much of that is the fact that they're losing right now and doing absolutely nothing. Obviously making no headway, just trying to get the last word in there edgewise. Not going to do you any favors with the umpire when you do that, though. Tried to stay quiet for as much of that as I could so you could pick it up. Billy hits this one high to the left side, foul and out of play. Billy hits this one into right field. Steffel over, makes the catch. Nate thinking about tagging, but a great throw back into second base. So 2 outs. Here's Manzella, runner on first. There's a strike. Of course, everyone chirping at Oscar now. He said before the game, it's his favorite game of the season. I said, the championship game? He said, no, last game of the season. So 2 outs, the pitch to Manzella on its way after the fake. Mike hits that one up the middle, right to Ben. Nate around second. He's going to have himself at third. Mike freezes at first. So first and third, 2 outs, and here's Chris. That one off a light pole. 1 strike to Chris. 1 run in for 45, so they were able to break the goose egg this half inning. Jim set, pumps, checks, pitch. There's a strike. Illegal pitch there. Fastball, that one had a little heat on it. Chris hits this one up the middle. Brian can't get to it. Ben over, cuts it off. Mike into third. It's going to be first and third once again. So good job by 45's kind of harnessing some of that emotion, some of that energy on those 2 time calls that they perceive to be incorrect, cutting the lead to 2. Runner on third. Runners on first and third, but another runner in scoring position. A little hit cuts this one to 1, so very productive fourth for 45's. one of those situations where a little adversity can either fuel you or sink you, and looks like it's working out for 45's right now. That one off the heart of the plate to Mark. Mike on third, Chris on first. Mark hits this one into right. Is that one going to stay fair? It's foul by just a little bit, and that's out. 2-2 count. That one looked like it was going to hook back off the bat of Mark. Slicing like a golfer, but unfortunately found some grass just before it could fully hook back into play. So a big pitch here for Jim and Hexx. Mark hits that one into the left center gap. That one's going to bring in one. Chris around third. He's going to score. That's a 2 RBI single from Mark, and we are all knotted up. So just as I had said, in between the innings, and then when this one started, you really hope that that emotion doesn't come back to bite you. That time, 45 saying, that's all in the past, my friend. We're all tied up at 4 here in the fourth. So Keith up, 2 outs still, runner on first. Billy running for Mark. Keith hits this one high to the left side, foul and out of play. Keith hits that one over to third. Rob with it, fires it across. Pick at 1 from Rich, and that's out number 3. So Rob ranging back into the hole, makes a hard throw across to get Keith, but 45 scraped 4 across in the fourth. After 4, all tied up. 4-4, Hexx coming up. So Steph, Morick, and Pops coming up here for Hexx. Love the brush back pitch from Jim over Keith's head. Just to use a pitch. That one off the hands of Mark. That's going to be at least 2 for Steph. He's into second with a leadoff double. So good answer there to start off the inning for Hexx. Morick hits that one to third off the hands of Jay. Jay over to first. He's going to get the out. Close play at third, but Steph slides in safely. So good read to hold at second on the grounder. Good throw across from Jay to Mark. Mark brought it back across with a good throw himself. So pops up now with a runner on third once again. Had an RBI in the second in a similar situation. Roped it up the middle in the second. Illegal pitch there from Izzy. That one over to Danny at second. With it, thought about coming home, but he's going to flip it to Mark for out number 2. So a productive out there from Pops, 4-3. We're back to the top, and here's Jim. Jim hits that one to the left side, just over his Hexx teammates. Hits this one up the middle, right at Chris for a 2-out single. Hexx keeping it moving. Here comes Brian. Brian lifts that one over Mark's head. Mark leaping, pops around second, pops around third. They're waving him. He's going to stop, though. 45's calling time like the seagulls in Finding Nemo. Time. So pops over to third. Brian at first. 2 outs. Here's Jordan looking to extend the lead. Up the middle, right to Izzy. Izzy to Jack over at second for the out. So 110 for out number 3. Manzella pointing to first, looking for the double play, but that was out number 3, if my book is correct. So after the top of the 5th, Hexx gets one back. They're leading 1. 45's coming up. We cycle down to the bottom of the 5th. Had to throw a pencil down there. We do it all up here at the Park District of Forest Park. Announce, camera, graphics, scorebook, pencil provider. So we're going to have Danny, Jack, Jay, and Izzy. 8, 9, 10, 11, and then back to the top of the lineup for 45's. Bottom of the 5th, 45's chasing 1 after Hexx was able to get one back in that inning. This one hit into center field right at Ben for out number 1. So 1 out. Here's Jack. Jack hammers this one into left. That's a 1-out single. So Jay up right now with his backwards white cap. Hits this one into right. That one looks like it's going to stay fair. Steph drops it in fair territory, though. Jack into second. Had to freeze in case that one was caught. So a lucky break there for 45's. 1 out, runners on first and second. Here comes Izzy. Izzy lifts this one into right center. Is that one going to find some space? It's down. Miscommunication from Ben and Steph there. Izzy around second. They're sending Jay. Izzy's going to stop at third. Evans with it. Izzy running home now. The throw coming in, but just a deke from Izzy as he saw the lackadaisical approach from Hexx there. So a 2 RBI triple there from the 45's pitcher. Leadoff hitter Anthony coming up. So 45's retakes the lead. Looked like Steph had a beat on it, and then Ben came through. Just landed perfectly between the two of them. Not what you like to have in a moment like that. One count here to Anthony. Ball deep.
21.
And hits this one. That's a single just over second. He's hustling to second. Throw off base. That's going to be a hustle double for Anthony. Drives in Izzy. And another run on the board for 45's. So still one out. Here comes Nate. Nice slide indeed as we get a meeting at the mound. These insurance runs brought to you by Insurance. There's strike one from Jim to Nate. Nate hits this one into left. That one's finds some space. Anthony around third. He's going to score. The throw coming into second. It's close. It beats Nate, but Nate gets in under the tag. Hexx not happy with the call, but it looks like the correct one. That tag a little high on Nate's leg. Looked like his foot got in before the tag up on the mid-shin knee area. So we'll take a look at that one. The throw definitely beat him, but it looked like he got him high. So that's an RBI double. He did look out. I agree with you on that one, Bruce. The throw definitely beat him by a good mark, but it just looked like the tag came in a little bit higher after Nate's foot came in on the bag. It literal split-second inches, whatever you want to say about that difference, but it looked like the tag came in a little high. I wrote down the time. I'll look at the replay after this one because a tough call there. Bang, bang. Billy hits that one into right. Nate around third. He's going to come in to score. No throw home, and Billy freezes at first. So Nate in, RBI single, and it's starting to unravel a little bit for Hexx. So 9-5 right now. It's a live look right there at Hexx looking for answers. So Mike up right now, still one out on the inning. There's a strike. And I will say for that play at second with, how close it was, obviously just as much a guess on my part as it is on the umpire's part as Manzella ropes that one into right field. Billy around second. He finds himself at third on another single here for 45's. So first and third, still one out. Here comes Chris. But yeah, that was just one of those ones where it's unfortunate that the throw did beat him by so much. At a great throw in from the outfield from Morick over in left field. But it just looked like as the speed of the tag was coming down from my perspective, and again, I have about 1.25 functioning eyeballs, so I might not be the best gauge for that one. But if you do go watch back about the 53 minute 45-second mark after this one, you can watch on demand and judge for yourself on what you believe the proper outcome for that call is. As Chris lifts that one into right at Steph. Manzella rounding second, throw to third. That one is going to get him on the tag. Good job there by Rob at third, making sure to get the tag down quickly and ahead. So 2 outs there, RBI single from Chris. Here comes Mark. Go count to Mark, takes a strike. Hammers this one into the trees, into the foliage. Back into play. Brian did catch it on a fly, but unfortunately, tree assists do not count. So 2 outs, 6 in so far in this inning for 45's. Big answer after Hexx retook the lead in the top of the 5th. That one off the hand of Jim. Brian with it. Good backup. Throws to first. Bang, bang, but Mark's going to be out. Great job from Brian Evans there with the cover as that one smoked off the hand of Jim. I also have someone, Jim, in the Facebook chat saying it's Morris, not Morick, but in my score sheet, it's Morric. So my apologies if your name is Morris, if it's a really soft C, like the J in Yog. But if not, we're just going to keep on riding. It's going to be Higgs, Rich, and Al looking to get Hexx back in this one. Chasing 5, top of the 6th. Definitely Morris. Thank you, Antonio. You've been here the whole time, Antonio, and you haven't even let me know once. Appreciate your guys' help. Got 2 innings to get it correct. So we'll see him up at the plate within one of these next 2 innings, and we'll make sure we get it right for all the Morris fans out there. Our slight delay is because they can't get the score correct on the scoreboard or the inning. Very confused down there. That one hit into left center. That one's down. Anthony chasing it back. Higgs around second. He's going to have himself a stand-up triple to lead this inning off. That's me when I realize that I've been reading a name wrong the entire time. So here comes Rich, runner on third. Hexx chasing 5 in the 5th. There's a strike. Pitch hits this one into center. Chris in under it, makes the catch. So Hexx in to score on the sac fly for out number one. And here comes Al with the bases empty. So 10-6 now. Hexx chasing four. Al hits this one to Nate deep in the hole, throws across. Al beats it out. Good hustle down the line from the big man. Nate playing real deep in the hole. That one up the middle from Rob. Al around second. He's going to third. Rob freezes around first. So first and third here from Hexx. And just what you like to see after that big inning from 45's. Here comes Ben. One run in already. First and third, one out. 2 groundouts for Ben so far. Looking to change his fortunes in this one. Illegal pitch. Very high for Mizzy. Hits that one over to Mark. Mark steps on first. 1 run in. Al's going to score. Good job by Al. As soon as that one was made contact, he was off to the races. So 3 unassisted for out number 2. Another run in for Hexx. They cut it down to 3. Here's Steph. Strike from Izzy. Ball just a bit deep. Steph lifts this one into center. Chris in, now back out. Over to his left, makes the catch for out number 3. Took a couple steps in, but that one just kind of hung up there. Chris drifted over to make the catch. So 2 runs in for Hexx, cutting the lead. They're still chasing 3. 45's coming up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And then Hexx's last wraps. So it'll be Keith, Danny, and Jack for 45's. Want to thank everyone for joining us here on our final broadcast of our summer season here. Our Monday, Wednesday men's Major League 16-inch softball here at the Park District of Forest Park. Everyone watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us all season long, whether you've been with us for most of our games or this is your first, as Keith hits that one into left. That one hung up there, though, right to Morris for the catch. But this one will conclude our slate of broadcasts for this season here at the PDOFP. Want to thank our friends at Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for all of their help and support in getting these broadcasts off the ground. This is our first year of in-house broadcasts at the Park District of Forest Park. And we've had a lot of fun bringing all these Monday, Wednesday games to you live from Field 1. Danny hits that one up the middle to Pops, down to a knee, throws it across, out number 2. So here's Jack with 2 outs. See, we've got John on YouTube checking in from Las Vegas, so we can add that to our list of hashtag PDOFP broadcast hotspots. It's been real fun all season long, including the tournament, finding out where our viewers are watching from. We've had someone from Croatia. As Jack hits this one to Croatia in the left center gap. That one's got some legs. Morris gets to it. Jack around second. They got it in quickly. Jack's going to stop at third on a quick throw in from Jordan to the infield. So a 2-out triple there from Jack. But as I was saying, we had some viewers from Ireland, Canada, Vegas, North Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, all sorts of places. So really cool getting to showcase the awesome game of 16-inch softball to the world, quite literally the world. That one hit right back at Jim. Jim flips to first for out number 3. So 1-3, nothing doing after the 2-out triple from Jack. We head to the top of the 7th. Hexx chasing 3, looking to stay alive. Needs 3 to stay alive, 4 to take the lead. Keep this one going, but they're definitely going to look to have a big inning here. Not much going for Hexx offensively outside of that 6th inning. 3 runs in the first, but they've been chipping away, a run here, a run there. Nice answer in the 6th after that huge inning from 45's in the 5th. Going to need to do much of the same here, and they're going to start it off with Morris and Pops and then back to the top of the lineup. So if you're Hexx and you need those 3 to stay alive, it's definitely what you want. One of your hotter hitters, one of your more consistent hitters, and then the top of your lineup. Obviously, you'd love to scrape across 3 just to stay alive, but if you can take that lead and really put some pressure on 45's after the way you were able to stifle them early, Morris hits that one to third. Easy work there at third base by Jay for out number 1. So before I could even say it, a quick first out there for Hexx, and here comes Pops. Two-0 count there. That one just a little bit deep to Pops. Strike. Pops lifts this one into left center. That one carries through the gap. Pops is going to have himself a stand-up double. Anthony with the throw into third. Good backup from Izzy just in case. So a 1-out single back to the top. Here comes Jim looking to bring Pops home and cut that lead to 2. Jim hits this one into left, over to Anthony's right. That one hugs the line. Jim stops at first. That's an RBI single, and it's now 10-8. So Brian Evans up, runner on first, 1 out. 2-run ball game. Brian hits that one up the middle to Izzy. Izzy to Nate. Nate to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. This one ends on a double play. Great job from Izzy there. Great defense all game from Izzy up the middle. Those quick turns, that quick pivot, quick release to get rid of it. So 45's with another tournament victory here at the Park District of Forest Park softball fields as they end up winning our men's Major League A bracket here at the Park District of Forest Park. So our 2022 No Glove National Champions, also our 2022 Wednesday men's Major League A bracket champions here at the Park District of Forest Park. So congratulations to 45's and congratulations to Hexx for a good showing in this one. A lot of back and forth battle until that fifth inning when 45's really put the pedal to the metal, extended that lead and never looked back. So 45's with a good challenge here, a good showing here in this one. That's going to do it for our Wednesday men's Major League slate of games this summer here at the Park District of Forest Park. Until next season, I'm Adam Cumby coming at you live from Field 1. Stay tuned to our Facebook page at PDOFP and our Twitch page, PDOFP, for more updates on future broadcasts, including Park District of Forest Park basketball leagues, etc., etc. So thank you all for joining me all season long. It's been an absolute blast. It's been my pleasure from the press box here at Field 1, and we can't wait to bring some more softball action to you in the future.